EA Sports. It's in the game.
Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. But I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, yellow lady.
53, Mike.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10, just shy of the 30.
Let's get off the field. Let's get our
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Yellow. I go on. Empty. Check.
Check it back.
Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
First down, Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
But we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's a second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 29, Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. These two teams all tied after one. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Mahomes to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is caught by Watkins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 23-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Breeze here finding Kamara, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Tighten up.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, he's got it to Williams. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trip. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. Thomas, the intended target. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Yellow, yellow. 180.
Watch 54. Watch 54. All day.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he's got Rome. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally, I don't know, the rhythm seems off. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to team there, and the Saints have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Breeze to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Yellow. On
1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. This is caught inside the 15. Now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze. And some room to work. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's into the clear. The 40. He's at the 30. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, fault, maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern, maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll buy some time right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state, I'll make it rain out here. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Yellow. There's a long light. 54. Watch the run.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd and 5.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23, taken to next week. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part,